Anne Hathaway is apologizing.
This is so awkward.
After that viral interview with the journalist who just went viral for that awkward interview with Blake Lively. So there seems to be a bit of a trend here with her.
So I did mention to you, I'm like, one of these things is the same as what's the common denominator?
Yeah.
But this is so cringy. I do feel bad for this journalist because you and I have been in the same position, and there's nothing harder than when you're just trying to get a fun answer or even an insightful answer out of the actor, and they give you a one-word answer. Like, it is a dick move.
It is a dick move. Okay, well, let's play the interview and then we'll react.
So I was going to ask you to do the first question in singing. Can I sing it to you and you can sing back the answer?
Well, I won't be doing that, but you're more than welcome to sing.
Kjersti Flaa. Do you feel that love was more passionate back then? Or people would sacrifice more for love than we do today?
No.
No?
No.
Do you remember your first crush?
No.
You don't? Okay. Thank you very much.
Thank you very much.
Thank you. It was nice meeting you.
Awkward.
Awkward.
It actually makes me like, it's just so uncomfortable.
Because we've been in that position, I think, too. And when you're trying so hard, it's nerve-wracking for the journalist to walk into a junket where the A-list
and
actor,
you have all these cameras on you, and
you have probably 5 minutes from the second you walk into that room.
You have 4 to 5 minutes,
yeah.
And it's like, the worst part about it is like, we're trying to help you promote your movie. Like, help me help you. So when the actor, and I get it, like sometimes if you're the last interview of the day, like that sucks, but like that's your job. Like, your job is to help promote the movie.
And make it a successful movie.
And when you act like that, like Anne Hathaway has in the past not had the greatest track record.
Well, she's got all that hate when she won her Oscar.
Yes.
But the hate wasn't necessarily warranted.
Yes, but then when you see something like that, it's like,
it makes you
where
think,
did those stories come from?
Yeah.
Or like they must have stemmed from something, because I felt so bad for that poor journalist. I felt so bad when we saw Blake Lively do the same thing to her. But then again, I was saying to you, we don't know the backstory. So maybe this journalist has done something in the past that these actors are not a fan of. Like, we don't know the full story.
It seems odd that she would have two very awkward interviews with two like huge stars who are now coming back and promoting new movies.
Or we're just seeing the bad ones, right?
Yeah.
Because she could have 10,000 great ones, and these are just two of the bad ones.
I mean, it's making headlines, so.
Yeah, well, and she's bringing them back up now, right? There's a reason they're coming back
This
up.
one was obviously from 2012 when she was promoting Les Mis. But yeah, moral of the story, Anne has apologized.
Yes.
So let's play that.
Yesterday, I did receive an email. It was from Anne Hathaway's publicist, and he forwarded a message to me from Anne Hathaway. I would have to say I was pretty shocked. I had not expected her to reach out to me at all. I thought she was never going to even see that video, but she did. And she did something pretty amazing. She sent me a long email explaining to me what she was going through right then when she did this interview, and she apologized for giving me an awful interview, basically. It was so touching to me. Just talking about it makes me almost teary-eyed, because I was just so grateful that she did that. And it was a very personal note, and we decided that I wouldn't share exactly what was in the email. But I just wanted to share with you guys what she did, because I thought that was just so amazing.
I think it's nice that they both had that respect for each other to not reveal publicly what was said in that email, because clearly she did personally explain what was going on that day that made her maybe in that mood.
Yeah, which I think was nice.
Yeah.
She's respecting her privacy, even after, the way Anne treated her, albeit how many years ago. And I think everybody's entitled to have a bad day. And in my personal experience during TIFF, it was Liam Hemsworth, who I was so excited to interview. It was when he was promoting his movie with Kate Winslet. He was not nice to me. And it was one-word answers just like that. And that always sticks in my mind. And rightfully so, he could have been going through a bad day. This was when he
And it was Miley. I
think it was the Miley era, but still, it's like, help me help you. Like, I'm sitting there trying to help you promote your movie, and you're giving me one-word answers.
And we'd work so hard on those questions.
Yes. Hopefully, Liam, you were just having a bad day, but I will always remember that.
Yeah, you never forget those moments.
No. And you feel this big.
Yeah, and Anne now has invited this journalist to interview her for her next movie, which comes out in the spring, so that was
I like
nice.
that.
Yeah.
That's nice. See?
We like you, Anne.
Yes.
I wonder if this will now encourage Blake Lively to apologize.
I really hope she does.
I hope she does too, especially after the last few months of the hate that she's been getting and people trying to bring her down. I hope she comes back on top.
Which I also don't think is right. But it wasn't just that interview that's been going around with Blake Lively not being the nicest to journalists. There were several now that people are bringing back.
Yeah. But I think this is her opportunity.
Yes, and I really think she should take it. Do I think she's going to take it? I don't
think so. But it's crazy. Like she said in the video, you don't think these actors are going to see those viral moments. But she reached out like just days after it went viral. And it only took Anne a few days to reach out.
But I think that's what people don't realize. I think a lot of us regular civilians think that most celebrities don't run their accounts. A lot of them do.
They're
like
watching.
J-Lo liked our post.
Is it her? Is it not?
And maybe it's because what we post from Tiff got so many million views. So if she clicked on her own name, it sent her to Edos Daily.
Yeah, thanks, J-Lo. #1 fan. I wonder if this journalist has even more awkward interview clips with celebrities that she's just like planning to slowly release.
1000%. And I think this is her new shtick.
I think so too.
Did we know her name?
Well, now
No.
anytime she
Now we
walks
do.
in a room, I think a celebrity will know that that's the woman who has kind of had a history of calling out celebrities for being assholes.
And now they're going to be extra
And now they're
nice
gonna give her the best interviews.
Yeah. But it's also true. Like, I remember we've worked at different shows. I do remember certain junkets, they would specifically say, I do not want this journalist. So a lot of them remember.
And we know there's certain questions that you're sometimes told you can't ask.
99 times out of 100, you're never allowed to ask about their personal life.
But there's some situations where the actor or actress touches on their personal life, so that opens the door to for the journalist to dig in there, and that's an opportunity that you're obviously going to take.
Yeah, but it is scary, that like risk of like, because I remember, who was I interviewing? And Haley Steinfeld, and she was dating Niall Horan at the time. And so I kind of did a question that like,
do you like One Direction?
So what direction? Anyways, and I did it in such a way that it still kind of went with the movie, but no, they stopped me.
Really?
Yeah.
Sometimes you're just trying to make conversation.
Yeah.
And talk about real life stuff instead of just gluing to your questions.
And a lot of the times, it's not even the artist, it's their people, which we say all the time.
Well, only time will tell if Blake Lively apologizes.
And Liam.
And Liam, we're waiting.